Hi Libra, it's Amber here at Persephone's Journey Tarot. Hope that you're very well. This is your love reading for November 2019. It is for you if you have a Libra Sun, Moon, Venus, Ascendant or Descendant. So your Descendant will be ruled by Libra if your Ascendant is ruled by Aries. So you may find this video helpful for those reasons. Especially if Mars is also in your 7th house, then we are seeing a strong focus on your life path with regards to with regards to relationships. So let's go ahead and get started. But before I do, thank you so much for everyone that's liked, shared, and subscribed. I really appreciate that. Don't forget to check out the extended version as well. There's always more interesting information there for you as well, guidance and confirmation. I'm also, this is fine, display one, but this is our Libra postcard. It's very pretty. It's very cute. It's got like a little description of the sign and the elements, things like that, and also just a description of the sign as well. They're really cute for birthdays. You can buy a pack of 12 for like 25 quid. You've always got a card available to you to send somebody in the post. You don't even need to get an envelope. You could just write your greeting or your well wishes or, you know, happy birthday, even just to say hi, and, you know, pop it in the post, and it's a cute little card that they can keep for some time that describes who they are, or who their sun, you know, what their sun sign is about, and just a really cute little quirky greeting card that I think people of our community will really appreciate. So yeah, please do get in touch with me if you'd like to purchase your pack. You can contact me by email. They're not currently on my website yet, but you can check them out on Instagram as well, and look to see, you know, what they look like in more detail. But yeah, they're pretty cool. Handy to have around. I find them really handy when it's someone's birthday. I can just grab one, write something, and they always love it. They're always like, "Oh wow, I really love it. I put it on my fridge," or they framed it, some of them. I also do these in poster size. You would have seen them in my October video as well. I also do cups as well with the same, so you could even accompany the card with a cup as a present, and even the poster as well. All makes a lovely kind of gift for someone who's interested in their star signs and things like that. So I'll go ahead and get started. Thank you so much for bearing with me. I probably should timestamp these at 2.5 minutes. But yeah, anyone else who wants to do that, that's fine, fair enough. But yeah, I'm just trying to promote the good work that I do. Okay, so we have got here the King of Cups centrally. So Libra, are you in love? Oh, are you in love? Looks like you are. And with the Ace of Cups here in the near future, it looks like there will be a new romance beginning, or you'll be opening up your heart. Because I do see the King of Cups as someone who doesn't really put all their feelings out on the table. They could have a whole, you know, waterfall of emotion like Niagara Falls going on inside of them, but they won't necessarily express it if they don't feel it's really going to get them anywhere. So for instance, someone could have a huge crush, you could have a huge crush on someone, but you know that if you were to kind of offload all of your emotions onto them, that it might scare them away, or it might make them take you for granted, or, you know, will just kind of not set the tone. So the King of Cups is someone that's controlling their emotions to or at least controlling the expression of their emotions, unless it's clearly directed to a specific outcome. That's how I see the King of Cups. So it looks like you are holding back, but very much in love, my Libra. So I like to hear this. I'm dating a Libra, so yeah, very much in love. But you know, you may be fearful in some way as well. You may be hesitant. You may not trust this person for whatever reason. Maybe it's your past experiences, or maybe your experiences with this person, or maybe you're just not really convinced that this person is worth you expressing your, you know, emotions to. Maybe you feel like it's not going to be reciprocated. I do see you here with the 8 of Swords feeling quite trapped. I didn't want to use that word. I wanted to say enclosed, but like quite inhibited, like unable to maybe, or feeling like you're not going to be ready to express yourself. Like you really don't feel, especially with the Knight of Pentacles here, that you're really ready to express how you feel. It does look like in the near future, they're probably towards the end of October, at some point during this month, that you will actually, I think, either receive the green light from this person and then go ahead and express yourself, or you may just, this person may express themselves to you, or you may just go ahead and kind of feel like, you know what, I'm going to just go ahead and express myself and let this person know how I feel about my feelings for them, my new love. But I feel like someone will be bringing a cup to you, because I see this hand kind of coming towards you. And it could also be a peace offering. It could be an apology as well with the dove there. It could be that someone's saying sorry. It may be that something bad has happened, because this is also, you know, we've got the lotus flower here as well. I think it's a lotus, yeah. And it's kind of growing out of a lot of mud and murk and swamp-like conditions. So there could have been difficulties in the past, but now maybe things are going to maybe take a turn around. And that could be why you're feeling the Eight of Swords. I hope my partner isn't feeling the Eight of Swords, but yeah. So it could be that situation happening at the moment for you. I would also say with the Eight of Swords, often I've found with the Eight of Swords, they're usually quite deep-rooted issues. They're usually quite deep-rooted fears, almost like a mental trip. It's almost like a mental health issue kind of thing. It's like where, or not really mental health issue. I wouldn't really even say it's a disorder, but it's like more like you're very much kind of conditioned or stuck in a particular way of thinking about maybe love, relationships, your ability to have a successful relationship. I know a lot of us, I've said it many times, when things haven't worked out, like, oh, love isn't for me and it's just not going to work and I'm just not meant to be with someone and all of that kind of stuff. So, you know, I think maybe there's been some sort of thing where you just don't really see the positive in terms of expressing yourself when it comes to emotions. Hopefully this card is a sign of you kind of trying to overcome these issues and recognizing how you may even sabotage yourself, or how you may hold yourself back from expressing your truth, which is this air energy here. So yeah, looks like it's Gemini. Maybe there's a Gemini that you're quite interested in as well. Maybe they're not expressing themselves towards you, which is kind of putting you in a state where, you know, you don't really want to express yourself until they come forward. Maybe you're waiting to see something, you know, from this person. But the Knight of Pentacles here also tells me that you're not trying to really rush things. You are very focused on the long-term vision. You are focused on the details. I feel like you're paying a close eye to what's going on. And I think it's because, and especially with these two cards here, I think it's because you do want a long-term relationship with this person. It could be an earth sign as well that you're seeing, that's kind of maybe put you in this position, because this is the motivating energy. But I also feel that this is quite reflective of the energies that I see, especially with the Four of Swords. It's as if there may have been a break in the relationship. It looks like it was an amicable break, where maybe you both decided that you needed some time out. Maybe there was some, you know, in October, some rough times, or some difficult times, or maybe even prior to that, that have caused you to want to take a break, take a breather, collect your thoughts again. This is also a Libra card, to the best of my knowledge. Yes, I think it's the third decant of Libra. So especially Libra's born, possibly, you know, in the last 10 days of the Libra season. So say from the 12th, maybe, through to the 22nd of October. If you're born around that time, you might find that this really applies to you as well. Gemini, this would be the first quadrant, so those 22nd of May through to the maybe I don't know, maybe like before the first 10 days of like Gemini. So that could be their suns, or maybe like you're dealing with Gemini with those kind of placements. It's possible. We've then got Earth. So yeah, it can get very detailed tarot readings, but it is general. We've only got so much time, so I won't go into too much. But yeah, could be a Gemini that you're dealing with, and you've definitely taken some time out. If you're completely single, then it looks like you've got your eye on someone with the King of Cups. I really do feel like you've got your eye on someone, and I think it's this Gemini. And if it is, maybe this Gemini isn't being too forthcoming. It looks like you want to express how you feel to this person, but you can't because you don't think it would be appropriate. Okay. And this comes after a long time of you actually thinking about this situation, of trying to figure out, what's gone wrong, what happened, what do I want to do next? This kind of reflective state where you really went into yourself, healed from whatever past situation had happened, and now you're like, okay, I'm ready to to say something, but I'm a bit scared too. I don't want to use the word scared because Libras are never scared, I know, but so this is your partner's feelings now. Oh, 8 of Cups. Oh, 2 of Cups. So there is this new beginning in the near future. Let's go and play devil's advocate and see. You're going to be very happy about it. Someone will finally come out of their shell in some way. There's going to be quite an important, maybe shocking reveal. It may change everything. Death card, 3 of Cups, and then the 6 of Wands. So yeah, really positive, I think. Yeah, something in the past definitely happened, and it's something that you're still focusing on now. Spirit is saying, please don't focus too much on what went wrong. Try to focus on, don't get too melancholy about it. Like, look at what is left. Look at what can be salvaged. Even if it's just a friendship, maybe you want to express to this person. Maybe that's why the King of Cups is here. It's more like, I really care about this person, but I don't want to like make them think that I really, want to be with them. So it could be that as well, especially with the 4 of Swords, King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Very slow, serious energy. And you maybe don't know how to put it with the 8 of Swords. You don't know what to say, how to say it. But you do know that it's time to move. You know that you do feel a bit of pressure, I feel, to make a move, to say something. And it looks like it all turns out well in the end. There is peace, there is resolution. Apologies if any are given, are accepted. And it does kind of put you two back on the same page. With the Emperor card here, it's showing that you maybe need to take control of the situation. And this is actually very similar to the King of Cups, showing some sort of restraint, being logical about the situation. It's also reflective of the Knight of Pentacles in terms of having a long-term view. And again, with the 5 of Cups, it's like, don't get too stuck in the now, don't get too stuck in the past. Think about the long-term vision of what you have for this relationship. It could also be an Aries that you're heavily focused on as well. It could be your husband, the man in your life. I feel like you could be the man if you're a man watching in this person's life. And then we do have the Queen of Swords here as well. So maybe this person was a Queen of Swords character. Maybe where they were Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius like yourself. Libra like yourself. Or maybe they were even a Virgo as well, because Virgo is also ruled by Mercury. So they definitely carry the air energy with them. So it could be that you're dealing with someone like that. Someone who maybe is quick to judge, quick to make decisions, quick to cut people out, isn't so emotional, isn't so in their feelings. So sometimes that can maybe there's a bit of distance between you as well. This message could come across a bit cold, and that could have been upsetting for you in some way. Maybe this person just didn't really show their feelings in the way that you wanted to. Maybe you wanted more love and this person was more logical, you know, but then it is about love languages and how, you know, you both express your emotions. This card also talks about dominance in a situation. So it could be that you do have a lot of dominance in the situation and maybe you don't realize it. It could be you also needing to take charge, like I said, of the situation, and be brave. The emperor, you know, was once a king and a knight, most likely. So yeah, I think it's as well about feeling lucky, feeling blessed as well, feeling empowered. I feel like you have a lot to give with the Emperor card here. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so all that being said, we've got the Wheel of Fortune here and the Five of Wands for how your partner feels about you. So yeah, they do actually feel quite lucky. So I got that lucky energy. I didn't even see this card. But yeah, I feel like this person, I feel like there's a lot of luck on your side. And this person maybe is hoping to come back into your life if there has been a break. There may have been some conflicts, battles of ego. The Emperor also comes in there as well, where it's there. If there has been pulls and tugs in with regards to the control and who has it in the relationship, or bickering, someone always wanting to be right. The Emperor card lets you know that you don't have to do that. Like you are, even if you didn't say anything, you may even win the argument. It's like you're very powerful in this situation. And this person recognizes, I think, how lucky they are with the fortune here, that you do bring in a lot of opportunities for them, maybe even a new beginning. This is also a karmic energy as well. So they could feel like there is a new lucky beginning for them to be with you. But there seems to be issues of maybe how the relationship will move forward, and disagreements in terms of maybe what each other wants. The Five of Wands also always reminds me that usually the people involved often want the same outcome, even if it is more long term. They do want the same thing, which is maybe all to win. Fair enough. So is it about trying to create a win-win situation that you need to focus on? Or what is the overarching objectives? That may be also something to think about. But there could be a conflict here as well, an inner conflict for this person. But I'm getting more power struggles. I think this person, if there has been a break, they do want to come back. They do want to come back, and they could have a lot of angst, you know, within them. Maybe they feel a bit powerless in the situation, like they have to kind of pretty much wait for you to finally open up, especially with the Emperor card here, where you seem to have a lot of the power in the situation. Okay, so it could also be a Leo that you're dealing with. You've got the King of Rods here, Three of Wands, Six of Wands. So we've got Aries and Leo coming through quite strongly. Got Sagittarius as well. Looks like there's definitely a lot of fire energy in the relationship, a lot of passion between you two. But it looks like you both maybe have different ideas for the relationship. And this person may just be seeing this as, oh, it's just a downtime, there'll be uptime. So I don't think this person's really giving up per se at all. Although I do see the Eight of Cups here, I see a very happy future. But as this person there is an issue in terms of discontentment or needing to move forward emotionally in the relationship. But yeah, I feel this person's kind of is with you, okay? And they're kind of going to be there for the ups and the downs. And if there is an issue, this person isn't seeing it as a big one, because it's the Five of Wands. It's nothing very serious. So in the past, we've got the Page of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. So It looks like this person felt like, oh, there definitely was a waiting period here with the Three of Wands. So maybe that this person was trying to communicate to you. Maybe they are a Leo, Aries or Sag person, or maybe an earth sign as well. Maybe they've got both those elements in their chart. And they may have made an offer. And if they did make an offer, it was very pure. It was an honest offer. They were completely sober. Do you know what I mean? When they made that decision to want to take the relationship further, they may have kind of felt like they planted a seed for the relationship and now we're kind of waiting to see it grow. So it could have been a lot of messages as well coming to you from maybe a fire sign or an earth sign about, you know, where the relationship is going to go. And again, with the Three of Wands, I'm seeing that this person is still quite optimistic. So with the Five of Wands, there still is this kind of optimism, this kind of cheerfulness, or not really thinking it's that bad and that there's actually something good to look forward to. So again, I feel this person never really let go, and that really makes sense though with the Page of Pentacles. This is quite an honest, serious offer that this person made to you. For a new beginning. But yeah, they definitely were sending messages to you in the past, and if they were genuine. I feel with the Page of Pentacles, they were very grounded, very sober kind of communication. Okay, but it looks like you maybe decided that you didn't want to talk about it, and they were kind of waiting for you to get back to them. So we've got the Temperance card and the Two of Coins for what's motivating the situation from your partner's perspective. So they are looking for this balance. They want reciprocity in the relationship. They may also be going through a bit of a healing period as well, kind of finding their way, finding their direction. And again, this is almost like the King of Cups in terms of managing your emotions, focusing them to get what you actually want out of a situation, finding that sweet spot of the right amount of expression, the right amount of balance in your emotions without completely pulling away, yet without being too much where you might push that person away. So this person I think has definitely grown, and they're actually going through a process, because this is a major arcana in their subconscious position. So this is actually a process they're changing from the inside out, becoming much more balanced around their emotions, and also about a choice, about change with regards to their commitments. Again, we've got that earth sign energy and Sagittarius again. So it could be a Sag that you're dealing with or an earth sign. We haven't got any specific earth signs, although we do have Virgo here. And we had Virgo with the Queen of Swords, so it could be a Virgo as well that you're dealing with. But yeah, they are quite... they're going through their changes, okay? They're going through their changes with with this being the Temperance card and the Two of Coins. They're definitely going through some sort of process of change, and there will be ups and downs. So you may need to kind of possibly be patient with this person. It looks like with the Knight of Pentacles, you are intending to be patient. You're looking at the long term, and not really even jumping into anything. So it could be that at this stage it's maybe more of a friendship situation, or taking it quite slowly with the King of Cups and the Eight of Swords, like you're still a little bit hesitant to move forward. This person could also be balancing money and emotions, like finding a sweet spot. That's what I'm getting. They're finding the perfect balance with regards to their values and their emotions, or money, the importance of money and abundance, and their emotions. Like there's some sort of a balance being brought in there for them. So yeah, change is good, right? So this person's going through quite a, I think I would say quite a positive change. These two cards are quite positive, again, upbeat cards. I don't think this person's going through this like turmoil of change and, you know, no, it's not really like a shadow work situation. It's more a case of just going with the flow as well, trying to go with the flow, trying to take the ups and the downs, especially with the Wheel of Fortune here. This person's taking the ups and the downs in the situation and not trying to kind of overreact, I think, to either one. So in terms of what they're focused on and their intentions, we have the Eight of Cups and the King of Rods. So we are looking at, again, maybe a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo person who maybe wants to take things to the next level, wants to push things forward, does want to get out of a rut. If you guys are in any sort of emotional rut, they're very eager with the King of Rods here to push the relationship forward. So it's almost like they maybe have quite, and that would really make sense. I mean, what I see happening here is there's two individuals who are quite strong in personality, in drive, in will, you know, but the Emperor here is letting you know that even though this person may be pretty demanding or bossy, even domineering, you're the Emperor. You may have more experience over them. It could be an age difference, or you could just have more balance overall with regards to your money, finances, home, everything. You seem to be in a more stable place. The King of Rods could still kind of be, you know, working his way to be an emperor, you know, but you're both pretty powerful people. And I think that's what the conflict could be. But notice as well that they're both characters here are facing in the same direction. You both may have quite masculine expressions in love relationships or maybe in general. So it could be that there is just a conflict in terms of will. This person and you, I think, are both willful. You're also a cardinal sign, Libra, so you would be naturally good at leading, naturally good at, you know, even though they say Libra take a long time to make decisions, you are, when you do make your decision, it's quite a good one, and you're very good at being diplomatic and managing a situation, and just a good leader, a good boss. You're coming up as the boss here with the Emperor, or maybe it's someone in your life that's just very, very much like a boss, you know. And if you are dealing with someone like that, they could come across to you as someone that's quite harsh, and that might be why you kind of feel like, oh, I don't know how to express myself in this situation. I feel confined. I feel like I'm dealing with someone that is very controlling or dominant, you know. And you can see that here with the King of Rods. I don't think they're going anywhere. I think this Eight of Cups, and often with me for the Eight of Cups, I don't usually see it as someone leaving a situation. Sometimes it can, but with this here and the outcome, I do see it as this person wanting to get out of an emotional rut, because that's what the Eight of Cups can also be. Not wanting to be, you know, giving more definition as well to the relationship, you know, giving it some sort of direction. Because there was this kind of pause here, it looks like. And I think this person wants to kind of move things along. So Ace of Cups here for you. So it looks like you do decide to open up. Like I said, you do decide to maybe let this person know how you feel. And I feel that you'll be very happy, and I feel you'll be receiving something that makes you feel very warm and happy and loved as well. A new beginning here with regards to love. I feel like you do maybe feel like it's safe to love as well. But this is maybe after some difficulties here with the lotus flower. And for them, they are feeling pretty much on top of the world, very happy about the outcome, feeling more connected to you with the Ace of Cups the Two of Cups and the World. So they kind of achieve what it is they wanted to, which was movement, progression onto the next phase of the relationship. And I think that kind of I think this person has definitely learned lessons with the World card here. It may have been a tough lesson to learn, and maybe even for you as well, it may have been tough, but they've learned it. Also got fixed signs here: Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. So we've got Leo coming through again. So it could be a Leo that you're dealing with. Yeah, they're just very much in love with you. They see you for who you are. They feel like heard. They feel heard by you. They feel that they want to listen to you. They feel like there is now this bridge that maybe has been built between the two of you, and you can now communicate freely. You feel a lot more connected to each other, and you do take the relationship to the next level. Whether that be reuniting and becoming an established couple again, but I feel like you've really grown through it. I feel there's like kind of more of a growth thing with the Eight of Cups and the World card, that there's a growing that happens, especially for your partner here with the Temperance card in their subconscious. I feel like a lot of lessons have been learned, and it's actually brought you two closer and on a better understanding with each other. We're feeling very loved up, especially with the Ace of Cups there. And you feel like the Nine of Cups. So as we continue through October, I'm just further clarifying the outcome really here, but we see you here feeling like you got your wish. You know, you feel really happy about the situation. You maybe feel really validated, very smug, and feeling full of love, feeling like you could just give to so many. Like you could, you know, you may even feel like having a party with the Nine of Cups. You know, definitely an energy of celebration, congratulations, happiness, feeling like, oh, I finally did it, you know, and feeling quite appreciated. I feel, even just like yourself, you feel appreciated and loved. You know, you've got that, whatever you felt you were missing before in terms of maybe the coldness. It looks like that is overcome here, and you do get that emotional fulfillment. Okay, so interestingly, we then have the Hermit card and the Tower card for your person. Now, this could be that, again, this person is going through a bit of a process here with the Temperance card here. This is about change and growth, and it's quite a pivotal point in the tarot in terms of growth. It's where things start to get serious, when you start to reach the Hangman and the, you know, all the cards that follow after the Hangman. I forgot what order they're going. Yeah, Death card, and then you get the Temperance, you know, then you get Devil card. It all gets very intense at that point. So I feel that they are going through a growth kind of process, and I feel they kind of have an awakening here after time on their own. Maybe it was this time on their own, but they're now very clear on what they want to do, very clear on what matters and what doesn't. So they've kind of maybe found that sweet spot that they were looking for or working on. They've now found that one spot, that one thing that they need to concentrate on or focus on to bring balance, I think, into the relationship. And this could be about being possibly less materialistic. The Hermit card is very the opposite to materialism, but more about necessity. Like, what do I need? Okay, I need a home. I need these things. It's kind of like a everything's kind of pared back energy, like just focusing on what matters. And this could be a revelation for them, and it could actually, there could be a whole change, massive change within them with regards to their awareness of what's important. Any lies that they had told themselves, they now seem to kind of have an awakening, and yeah, it's a big deal for them. But that makes you very happy. Maybe this person finally sees that you are what they need to focus on, or whatever you've discussed in the relationship. They seem to be maybe now on the same page as you, or clear now on where the focus should be, you know. Yeah, and it does bring about this massive change for them. Massive change. So you may see this person kind of really change. They may talk very differently. This is also about not caring about what people think as well with Uranus energy. It's very much doing what you want to do. So maybe they were held back. Maybe you felt here with the Eight of Swords. This can be also interference from others, other people's opinions. Maybe there was those issues that you guys were dealing with. Again, interference here with the Five of Wands. Could have been a bit of that as well. Other people getting involved or other people's opinions somehow mattering at one point. Or what the world says is right and wrong, you know, but often these structures and ideas are built on falsehoods. So it's about really coming into a truth here for this person as well. So we've got the Knight of Swords again, who talks about truth, who fights for truth, who's not afraid of an argument, is ready for battle, and also the Knight in shining armor. So maybe you would, maybe this is what you might do. This again is Libra. Energy, Gemini and Aquarius. I feel that you will be coming, moving from the Knight of Pentacles, taking things very slowly, to then wanting to move things quite, forward quite quickly. And again, with this, a certain amount of bravery and certainty in your mind as well. Maybe that's what you need, Libra, really, for you to open up as the King of Cups. You need your head to be in the game. Like, you need to be convinced mentally that this is, and sure, mentally, that this is something that you want to do. And I feel that maybe once this person expresses this kind of revelation that they might have, it makes you more sure and you want to move forward. And you may want to talk to this person about it as well, but there's quick movement forward there, change, maybe even travel by air, possibly as well. Maybe you also have a little bit of an epiphany. There's some sort of clearing of mental energies here and moving forward, maybe with new ideas, putting into action new ideas, testing out these new ideas or things that you've discussed with each other, seeing how they actually fare as you put them into practice. And then we've got the Death card and the Three of Cups for how your partner be feeling going forward. So again, transformation around maybe bonding, emotional bonding, what it means to bond emotionally to someone, that maybe friendship is important. They may be more outgoing as well. Maybe that's what the Death card also represents. They may become more outgoing, more social with you. But I definitely feel that it will be, this transformation may be marking the completion of the transformation and the bonding between you two. They definitely feel more bonded to you now. So again, we go from the Ace to the 2 to the 3 of Cups. So there is this progression with the emotion, like with the 8 of Cups. There is this progress that does happen. And that's exactly what your partner wants. Your partner is wanting balance. They're wanting things to progress. They're wanting things to get better. And it looks like they do actually achieve it. So it's like, but you both want the same thing, as seen here with the 5 of Wands. I always see that here, that they probably all want the same thing when you really boil it down. But egos have got in the way. One person wants to be the leader. It's about who's going to back down. And yeah, I feel that you guys work it out anyway. And there is this progression with emotion that goes from someone opening up and understanding, empathy for each other, and then this emotional bond that happens, which is transformative, or as a result of transformation, or possibly is the completion of this transformational kind of thing your partner's going through. And then we see you here with the 6 of Wands, feeling very, very appreciated, very happy, again wanting to celebrate, feeling recognized and really happy, I think, about the outcome. And again, with this card we are seeing movement forward. So it's like you're feeling quite confident about moving forward with this person and feeling very successful. The 6s also talk about love and reciprocity. So again, you maybe just be feeling like this person really recognizes who you are, you recognize who they are, and there's a real appreciation for each other. But definitely, I think, towards you even more so, maybe from this person. So that's the end of the reading. Hope you enjoyed it. Please do email me at persephonesjourneytarot@gmail.com or symbolsforliving@gmail.com. for your own reading, or you can go to my website, which is symbolsforliving.com, no @gmail or anything, just symbolsforliving.com, and you can actually purchase a reading there, and I will get in touch with you and arrange that with you. Yeah, otherwise, check out my Instagram, check out my products. It's Christmas time soon. They make really cute and easy presents. I can even possibly put them in a gift box for you, things like that. As I am like a completely independent business, I can pretty much work with you to get whatever it is that you want. We can work together, you know. But otherwise, you know, I can actually just send out these items to you as and when you place the order. Okay, so I'm going to take this through to the extended. I'm going to use the Amira Love Oracle deck to look at the strengths and weaknesses of the relationship, what your overall lessons are in this relationship for October, and also some more oracle card messages to kind of give more confirmation as to what's really going on here. Okay, so hope to see you there. Take good care. Love you so much. Bye bye.